On the north side of Corpus Christi, you may have noticed many first responders in the area this morning. That's because today there was a Hazmat Emergency Response Drill at a city facility. Now, green and yellow smoke was seen at the O.N. Stevens water treatment plant on Leopard, where a fake chemical spill was released. First responders arrived on the scene, and citizens who live in the area even received a reverse alert about it. It was all in an effort to train our first responders and get them ready, and other organizations to be prepared for these kinds of incidents.
We're going to mitigate the risk as much as possible by doing these practice runs, by being prepared, for everyone understanding their roles. And it's also important for them to understand that we are doing everything we can to protect the public. This is about protecting our citizens.
Today's event included the Corpus Christi Fire and Police Department, the local Emergency Planning Committee, Union Pacific Railroad, and the city's Utilities Department.